Guys, welcome back to another series of Amateur Through the Eyes of a Pro. In this series, what we're working on is Lee, who is the amateur, is playing the shots that I'm asking him to play out on the golf course. This is part 3. Parts 1 and 2 have already been shown, and Lee is currently at 4 over par coming into part 3. Let's get back out onto the golf course and see how he gets on.
Skipped over to the 10th hole because it's very windy up the top, so we just thought we'd get out of the wind. So we're going to play, this is our 7th hole, okay? Driver for Lee, it's into wind, heavily into wind, off the right. I'm going to be getting you to aim it just down the right centre of the fairway. Yeah. Just hit it straight down there, okay? Just ignore the wind. I don't want to see you trying to fight the wind. Just ignore the wind, don't hit it, try and hit it low, and just hit it straight down there. Okay? Great shot. Very spinny. Come down there, somewhere down there. Down yet?
Just.
God.
67 playing 62.
Yeah, so 65 yards. Perfect. 56-degree wedge, back foot, and you're going to hit a little low, knocky down one, and you're going to land it about 3 foot onto the green.
Okay.
Straight at the pin.
Straight at the pin.
Straight at it, okay? So a little bit higher than I would have liked, but yeah, pretty good. Very good. So it came in way too high, so I would have landed it on the sort of a little bit short of that and then let it skip forward.
Yeah, it just sort of
just floated straight up in the air, but still a good shot.
Yeah.
So tee shot from Lee there. I didn't want Lee to go at that tee shot too hard. The more that Lee gets into wind, the more it sort of plays on his mind, and then he starts to really lean into it and hit it quite hard. All that's going to happen there is Lee's going to somewhat lose control of the face of the club, which is going to move his dispersion a little bit too much, but also he's going to rev up the spin. As soon as he tries to hit at it hard, he's going to come down on the shot a little bit too much, spin that golf ball, and then lose any sort of control on the flight of the ball. So I just wanted him to hit it as normal as he possibly could with that tee shot. Second shot in, for me, I'm always looking to try and press it in a little bit lower. Lee's a high ball flighter, so you could see the way the ball landed, it came in and stopped pretty quickly. For me, I just wanted to see it have one skip at the beginning of the green and then chase its way up the green towards the pin.
I'm going to see you, because this is downhill slightly, okay? Yeah. But it's into wind, so again, I'm going to play it as a flattish putt.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm gonna put as a break on it. I'm gonna aim it probably about 1.5 to 2 inches outside the right edge.
Right edge.
Yeah, and then it should just feed in on us there from there. Okay. Again, just be mindful of your pace, that you've been a bit strong today. Okay.
Weetabix, don't I?
Yeah, plenty. I've had Weetabix this morning as well.
9 inches past.
9 inches past. You're learning what 9 inches is now, aren't you?
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, good putt. Hold it there. Oh. That was such a good putt. Did everything I wanted you to do with it as well. It just moved a lot at the end, didn't it? Just was turning all the way down there. Great putt though.
I was like this.
Got the pace there. That was just a good putt.
So a great putt by Lee there just at the end. I thought he was going to roll in there for a moment, but again, what I was asking him to think about was, even though that putt was downhill, I wanted him to take into consideration the wind, and he certainly got his speed right quite nicely on that putt. He has been struggling with speed on this round, but on that particular putt he got it absolutely spot on. It was just a shame it didn't quite drop.
Right, driver, all day long, wind off the right. I'm just going to aim it up the right half of the fairway down here, and I'm going to bomb it. So I'm hitting a hard, high draw is what I'm hitting.
You're bombing it?
Yeah, I'm bombing it. That's my feeling down here. Better, lovely strike. Just up the right side. Doesn't seem to be coming back on the wind, that one though.
Straight, isn't it?
See it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I can see it there.
So this hole sets up perfectly for me. A little bit of a dogleg round from right to left. My natural shape is a little bit of a draw, so I'm aiming down the right-hand side of this hole, and I'm just hitting it as hard as I can and let that wind bring it back. I'm just trying to get Lee to think about the same sort of thing. I mean, when he gets one right, he gets that proper shape that I can get. So for him, I wanted to just get a bit of confidence in him and just ask him to hit it out on the right and just let it move on the wind.
5-9 playing 163, downwind off the right.
Yeah.
It's just a smooth 8-iron. Smooth 8-iron. In fact, I want to be, it's a smooth lowish 8-iron. Alright, so I want, again, you remember that shot that we played early on in the round where I asked you to hit it and knock it down, downwind?
Yeah, yeah.
Same sort of shot as that, but with an 8-iron instead of the wedge.
And you think this will get there?
Yeah, it's going to bounce forward, so I don't, that number that you're calling there is great if it lands by the pin, but we're going to land this 20 yards short and let it release up the green.
Right, okay.
Okay? Straight at the flag, alright? Straight at the flag. This green all works in off the left hand side there. Just a good golf shot, Lee. Good golf shot. Should be coming down somewhere in there. There you go. A little bit higher again, but your flight is higher than what mine would be. But
that's low for me.
Yeah, I know that's a lot low for you. But again, it'd be interesting to see how that ball reacts when it gets on the green.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas mine would sort of chase forward a little bit. Yours might just stop on us a bit.
Now for me to see Lee hit that low sort of penetrating shot into that green, that is something we've been working on really hard. So for me to see that is fantastic. The other thing that sort of jumped out to me there was that Lee was picking out the yardage from his, obviously his rangefinder, he's scoping it in there, but he's now almost picking clubs to go to that yardage. So he's thinking about his sort of landing positions, whereas actually sometimes you've got to take into consideration how firm it is at the front, how the trajectory of the ball is going to come in and how it's going to skip forward. So you've got to sort of start calculating that. It's so easy to just play to the yardage all the time. If Lee had tried to play to that yardage with that particular flight, he would have probably skipped on through the back of the green. Let's see how he gets on with the putting.
Good shot, Lee. Just stayed up on this top shelf. There's a nice shelf down here that runs away. Yours, I got very unlucky. Again, the height probably just came in a little bit descent angle, a bit steep, which has stalled it a bit here. But still a good shot. Right, I want you to be aiming this. It's downhill quite a bit, but it's slightly into wind, so that's going to stall it a fraction.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to be aiming this a cup outside left, maybe a cup and a half outside left. So what's that? Maybe 6 inches outside left, 5 inches, 6 inches outside left, and let it feed down there. Again, try and focus on that pace. This is not a chasing birdie putt, this is just to knock it down there, take your 2 putts and walk away. Down you go, down you go. Just got away from you a fraction, but it did move, didn't it, early? Moved early on you, that one.
Yep.
Feeling right half here. Is that wind going to buffer it a bit? It might just hold it up a little bit. I would now, with this gusty wind, I might just maybe aim that more centre of the cup, Lee. Centre of the cup. I would normally aim this sort of right half, but because of the little bit of extra wind and gusty, just going straight at it. It just went, didn't it?
Too hard as well.
Too hard?
Yeah.
Just that pace is getting you, isn't it?
Pace. It went left, but it was just too hard. If it had been a normal pace, it would have dropped in, I think.
Wind might have just held it up a bit, yeah, maybe.
It's just too hard.
So a really frustrating bogey there for Lee. Fantastic tee shot, great sort of thought process with his second shot coming in that fraction lower. But then the putting again is just letting Lee down every time. He didn't actually get the first putt starting where I was kind of trying to get him to start. It started it way too straight, which is then really sort of moved early on that slope. And pace coming down that hill. Again, he's got to learn how to try and sort of die those putts in rather than trying to firmly hit them into the back of the hole all the time. And then the second putt, well, I think wind has played a massive factor there, but again, you can see the frustration on his face when he's hit it way too hard. He knows he's hit that too hard as soon as he's hit the putt. Disappointing bogey, but let's see if he can finish strong.
138 with the slope, into wind, heavily into wind off the right hand side here, Lee.
Okay.
The wind is quite heavily off that right, so I want you to start it on this kind of right bunker here, just on the left edge of it.
Right.
You're going to hit a 3/4 punch, back foot punch shot with the 7-iron, all right? You're not trying to hit a draw or a fade, you're just going to hit it straight at that position and let the wind just turn it into the centre of that green.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Don't want to see you missing this pin left.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
Trust it.
That bunker straight.
Yeah. On the left edge of that bunker you're going to be aiming. Beautiful golf shot. Beautiful golf shot. Be the club. Be the club.
Too much.
Where's that, Lee?
Over the back. Too much.
How far over the back is that?
Just before it goes up to the hump where the white stakes are.
Had it there. We have got 7-iron long here. Well, it's cut. I mean, it's caught. If you'd have got it online, it would have probably caught the back of the green there.
I mean, this is like Jordan Spieth telling off his caddy status. This is.
Yeah, I would be telling me off here. I mean, at the end of the day, the wind. I mean, you look at that flag now. It's floating more towards, like, as in I'm feeling this is more. But when we were up there, it almost felt like after you'd hit the shot that it's more downwind.
Yeah, yeah.
So wind problem.
Wind.
Wind
Blame
problem.
the wind.
Blame the
Not
wind.
The pro.
Right, okay. Not a great lie, not an easy shot. I'm getting you out here. I'm not even messing about with this bunker. I'm getting you out to the left and I'm taking my 4 and I'm moving on.
What am I hitting?
Okay, you're hitting a 60-degree wedge. Because anywhere past the pin, you haven't got much of a shot. Okay. Anywhere right of the pin, you haven't got much of a shot. Okay. And anything short, you haven't got any shot. So let's keep you out to the left-hand side. Let's get it into the fat part of the green. 2-putt. Move away. Move on.
Pitching the green?
Pitching it on the, yeah, you're pitching it in the, probably about 4 paces on the green there, Lee. You got a bit, it feels like a bit of into wind now against us, so it's going to float on you a bit. If you can get it up in the wind. Trust the shot.
This is a stinker this time.
Okay, does that run through?
Yeah. It's just sat down and it's a stinker.
So from Lee's tee shot there, he just got it riding on the wind. So as soon as you get it up riding on the wind, the ball can go a lot further than what you're kind of anticipating. Again, for those particular shots where it gets very windy, wind into and off the right, I wanted to see it just a fraction lower in his flight, but as soon as he gets it up, it's then going to start sailing on the wind, which is what happened in that situation. It's hit kind of the back left-hand side of the green and then kicked over to the left-hand side there. Lie wasn't great. For me, it was about getting that ball back into the middle of the green and getting himself as a 2-putt bogey and walk on from there. He's got a par 5 coming up, which hopefully would have got his score back. But from that point of view, you could see again with his chip shot, he was trying to almost scoop it out of that position, and I wanted him to feel like he was digging it out, put himself back onto the green, 2-putt, walk away. Nice, easy lie now. This is a pretty straightforward shot now, Lee.
Okay.
56-degree wedge. I want you to land this a club on the green. So club on the green. About there is perfect. Okay, handle slightly forward, so you're going to deliver the 56 degrees. And then you're going to let it release down. It's downwind, downhill. Let it release down the green, okay? Going to move a little bit off your right hand side. Down you go, bit of breeze now. Working down, nice. Not bad, left it a little short, but not bad. Right. Right half to right edge putt this one, Lee. Okay, die it in the front door, please. Again, look how far that's gone.
That was me. Ah.
Okay, straight back up, be positive with this one, straight back up the hill. Well done, very good. Very good.
Annoying.
So you can see the frustration on Lee's face there right at the end. I kind of think that summed up the round there a little bit. His pace control with his putting was really, really poor. I think that little bit of confidence that he's lost early on with his pace, and then moving as we went on through the round, the wind got stronger and stronger, so it was just affecting him a little bit. Lee finished at about 7 over par, but let's hear what Lee has to say about it after the round.
Coming out of the cold and the windy weather, because it's a little windy out there, summarise that for me from your point of view, playing the shots that I'm asking you to play.
So scoring wise, I think it was 5 over, maybe 6. We'll have to sort of watch it back. But so scoring's there or thereabouts. Some of the shots you were asking me to do, I didn't feel comfortable doing. 9-9 out the bunker, never hit that before ever, so didn't feel comfortable, didn't really know how to play it. So I think ability over vision is like, you see a shot you would play, but I don't necessarily have the ability to play it. But some of the other shots, the way you the positivity you give a shot, like I'm gonna aim down the right side and draw it, compared to the negativity I normally feel, is something I'll take away from it. Some of the back foot shots, half shots, like when you said to hit the 8-iron in, I wouldn't have seen that. So it's shots I've gotten I can try out again. So it was good from that point of view. Some of the shots I was just looking at going, what are you asking me to do here?
Yeah, I get that.
So this video for me, it wasn't necessarily about me going out in there and helping Lee score as low as we can see him score. What it was about was him understanding that there's lots of other shots out there to play golf. The way I play is obviously slightly different to the way Lee plays, and I think that there's also a skill level that he hasn't quite got yet. He's got the shots, but he hasn't quite got the confidence and the skill set to sort of pull them off, basically, in those situations. I think this is a really good experience for Lee, one of which Lee hopefully is going to take some positivity away and go away and work on those different shots that I got him to play today. Let me know, put your comments down below. What did you think of this series? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing, and as always, stay safe, and I'll catch up with you again soon.